If you feel lost within your 20s, this video is for you. I know what it feels like to feel lost within your 20s, to feel like you don't know where to go, you don't know what to do, you feel behind in life, the pressure to keep up, keeping up with the Jonases, you don't know if you're not married or not, you don't know your career, you don't know what to do, you feel so lost. Well, I'm here to tell you right now that is normal. It's normal and it's okay, and you will be okay. If you don't know, my name is Alyssa Chapman, also known as Lyss Speaks, and I wanted to create this video to help all of us out here who are in our 20s to understand that there's hope for all of us. No matter what stage of life you are in, whether you're a mom, whether you're married, you're a wife, whether you are in your career journey, if you don't know what you want to do with your career, whether you're in college, in school, whether you are just working a 9-to-5 job and you don't know where you're going to go from there, whether you're living at home with your parents, whether you're living on your own, just know that life in your 20s is meant to be an experience, and it's totally okay to feel lost. That's the first tip I want to say, is it is okay. It's okay to feel lost. Most of us who are in our 20s right now, especially in this generation, and a lot has been going on the media about it, a lot of us feel so lost and in a pit. We feel like we don't know what to do in our calling, with our purpose, what to do here on this earth, what we're meant to be here. If we're here for a reason, what is our calling? What is our purpose? Why are we here? What is our desire, our passion, our goals, our dreams? We feel so lost. We don't know where we're going. We don't know what's next. And it's okay to feel, fear of the unknown and fear of uncertainty. That's when you trust God. That's when God comes in the middle of it, and he's like, trust him throughout this plan. That's one thing I want to explain throughout this video, is to trust God. It's God's plan. I know we hear that a lot, but it's a literal truth. When you surrender to God, like, God, your will be done, is your will for my life. I don't know what's coming up next. I don't know what's next. I don't know what to do. But you know what, Lord God, I'm going to trust you anyway. I might be crying and in tears, and I might feel fearful. I might be sad, depressed, anxious. I might be scared, or so much more. Feel so alone. Maybe you are dealing with a lot of financial hardship. Maybe you're dealing with disease. I don't know what it is for you throughout this life. But you could trust God, that God is going to make a way. That he has plans to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you a plan and a future. So just know that it's okay to feel those feelings. It's totally okay to feel those feelings. So the next tip that I want to talk about is the pressure to keep up. A lot of us feel the pressure that we need to keep up, or keep up with the Jonases, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video. We need to keep up with the trends, keep up with everybody else. It seems like everybody else is moving out into their own apartment. It seems like everybody is getting pregnant, everybody is getting married or engaged, everybody is in a relationship. Everybody's getting their dream career, their dream job. Everybody's graduating. But just know that you're on your own path and your own journey. And I'm going to be explaining this a lot throughout this video today, what I'm going to be talking about, because you're on your own journey, your own path. Let's talk about the pressure to keep when it comes to pleasing others. We can feel pressure on our shoulders, on our backs from our parents. We can feel pressure on our backs from family members, from society and social media, and trying to please the world, and so much more. It's not telling what you're feeling pressure on your back for. I've been there. I know what it's like to feel the pressure from whether it's social media or other people or just the world in general, society. Making you feel like you have to be married by a certain age. You have to do this by a certain age or a certain time period throughout your 20s. But who said that, really? Let's get real here. Who said that? Let's get real. Who said it? Because if it's the world that said it, if it's people that said it, I don't remember God specifically saying that you got to be married by 25. You got to have your dream career by 21. You got to be graduated college by 22 or 23, 24, 25. Have your dream career be on and on, and by 30, you're living your best life. Who said that? And let's get real here. Let's talk about Galatians 1:10 within the Bible. It says we don't live our lives to please the world. We live our lives to please God. So what is pleasing to God? First off, the Lord directs our steps. We might want the plan for our life. The world especially might tell you the plan for your life, that you gotta get married by a certain age, you have to do this by a certain age, have your dream career by a certain age, get pregnant by a certain age, have kids by a certain age. But what does God say? It's his plan for our life. It's about what he says. So do not feel the pressure to keep up. And let's talk about pleasing others, because it's like, if God told you to do this, you gotta obey, and you can't listen to what they say. Now, I know family members, let's get this straight. Family members and their opinions, sometimes it can be very, very helpful, very insightful, but at the same time, is it for you specifically? I know we don't want to disappoint our family members. We don't want to disappoint our parents. We don't want to disappoint the world. We don't want to disappoint society. We don't want to disappoint our friends and so much more. But those family members, those friends, and all the people, all your loved ones within your life, if they love you enough, they will support you and be there for you with whatever move you make, with whatever decision you make, whichever way you may try to go, and what you may do next. If they love you that much, they will support you and be there for whatever decision you make. Especially if you know that God is telling you to do this or that. You have to obey and listen to God. Don't be like, God, I don't know, because this person telling me to do this. But what did he say? God, like, what did I say though? And I struggle with this as well. And I have struggled with it. And just understand that you're not perfect either. Even if you make a mistake, God will clean it all up. He will clean it all up for you and lead you down the path that he has for you. Whichever way it may go that he wants it to go. So don't feel the pressure to keep up and the pressure on your shoulders to keep up with the world, keep up with society. Keep up with the trends. Oh, this person moved out of their apartment. It's time for me to move out. Did God say that? Let's get real and blunt here. Like, did God really say that? And I know it's hard when we go through different struggles and certain situations, and we feel like, you know, when is it going to be our time for us to shine? But it will be. Trust God. Put our faith in God. Know that he is there for you. He is holding your hand through. When you lean on God, he will give you the best peace ever. We have peace knowing that, you know what, my situation don't look right. It look kind of ugly right now. But you know what? God is right here by my side. The third thing that I want to talk about is that everybody is different. Everybody is different. So let's talk about that, because comparison is really huge. I mean, it's been huge for years, and until comparison is be for joy, but with the media, I know how tough it can be. I know how tough it can be. So, comparison, like, don't compare yourself to others. Please don't. I know it's easy. We all do it. But just because Becky got your dream car don't mean you're not going to get it eventually. And she's on her own path. Everybody is different. God has a different path for every single person. And why would you want someone else's life? Yes, use it as motivation, use it as inspiration, but let's start focusing on our own lives. How we can make impact on our own purpose. And I do want to say, if you feel like you don't know your purpose, feel like you don't know your calling, just know that God sees you and he is working on eventually, and working on revealing it to you in the best way possible. And you're fulfilling purpose right now where you are. Whether you're staying at home, whether you're working at McDonald's, whether you're in college, whether you're a mom, stay-at-home mom, whatever it might be for you, just know that you are fulfilling purpose in each one of those areas. Wherever you are within your life, you are fulfilling purpose. Even if you're dealing with a chronic illness like me, even when you're dealing with a disease, maybe you're in the hospital, maybe you are, you know, laying down watching this video, and that's what you're doing on an every single day basis because of your disease, of your illness. Maybe you're struggling with mental illness. I don't know. But you know you're fulfilling purpose. Your presence here on this earth matters. Your presence here matters. And for back to focusing on what everybody is different, because everybody is different. We all have different paths. We all have different plans that God has for our life. This is not a race. This is not a competition. If anything, run your own race. Like, there's room for everybody to eat. There's room for everybody to succeed in life and to follow their dreams. This is not a competition to be better than this person and better than that person, or for you to feel inferior. Don't feel less or incompetent because so and so has their dream life and you don't. You will reach it. You will reach that point. Use that as motivation, inspiration. No, that's going to be the one. If God can do that in her life, He can do it in mine. And let's get this straight. You can't get your own bread when you too focused on somebody else getting bread. What do I mean by this? You focusing too much on their life when you need to focus on yours. How you can reach your goals and your dreams or your desires. And the next thing I want to say is try. You gotta try. You have to try. What do I mean by this? A lot of us in life feel like we're so lost and so confused. But I do know faith without works is dead. And what I do know is you have to try. Maybe you feel so lost to the point where you don't even feel like trying. But God will give it to you. He will give you that strength. We don't do it out of our own strength. It's out of the strength of Christ. God gives us the strength. There's a difference between being a victim, and then there's also a difference between being a person who doesn't want to do anything, compared to the person who is living out their 20s and choosing to try. Just try. Try to look for different things, different interests, and try new things, different passions, different hobbies, whatever you might be interested in. You don't necessarily have to turn your passion into a career. Let's get that straight. And whatever career you are in, whether you're working a 9 to 5, whether you're following your dream of pursuing a business, whether you are a content creator, whether you are a nurse, a doctor, I don't care if you're a garbage man. I don't care if you're around here working at Amscot, to the grocery store, to Publix. I don't care where you are right now throughout life. You are fulfilling purpose in some area, in some season of your life right now. Whatever season you are in, don't just let this season just waste away. Know that God has you in this season for a reason. Maybe He wants you to help your family out if you're staying at home. He wants you to be, a light throughout your family, throughout your household. Maybe you're a mom in this season right now. And God wants you to be the best mom ever that He has created you to be. Maybe you're a nurse. God wants you to help others and be a light to those patients in the hospital and in the ER. It's no telling what it is for you. Just know that you are fulfilling purpose and you're in that season for a reason. So just continue to try. Back to trying. Try new things. Don't just give up and throw in the towel and say, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to do without my life. I feel lost. I feel confused. I feel fearful. So I'm just going to choose to just not do anything. No, that's not. No, giving up is not an option. It's not. Now let's talk about relationships and marriage. Oh, this is a big one. This is a big one. It's for me personally. I've been through it. Thinking that, when I reach that point, when I find my dream husband, when I find my person, that's when I will be successful within life. Have you thought about that before? Have you? I know I have. Being honest, vulnerable, and transparent right now. Out of full-on honesty, I know what it feels like to be at that point. Because society puts pressure on when it comes to relationships and marriage. You got to be this way and that way by a certain age. And while that is such a beautiful thing that God has created, know that if you haven't reached that point yet, you are still enough. You are still loved. And show yourself the best love. And receive that love from God. Understand that God loves you first. He loved you first before any relationship. Before you became a girlfriend, a wife. If you're a man watching this, before you became a husband or a boyfriend, or if you're engaged, fiance, whatever you want to call it, God loves you first when He created you. So let's get that straight. Get that out the water. What I'm trying to say here is the fact that You are loved regardless if you are in a relationship or if you are married or not. You are loved. You don't have to receive that love from and companionship. I know you want it, and I know you desire it. And it's okay if you do desire that. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You want someone and you want a significant other. You want to, eventually reach that point in life. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. That's a beautiful thing. God has put that desire on your heart for a reason. But don't go around thinking that, I'm not enough. I'm less because I haven't reached that point within my life yet, within my 20s. And I'm almost 30 years old. Or I'm halfway throughout my 20s. Some of us around here thinking, I'm 20 years old, I'm not married yet, and something is wrong with me. Or I don't have a boyfriend yet, and something's wrong with me. Like, no, that's not true. You have your whole life, and I know it's hard because when you reach 30 years old, you're like, you know what, I'm getting old. Some of us around here reaching halfway to 30. We're 25 years old, and we're thinking, oh my goodness, I'm getting old. But just know that it's on God's timing. It's His plan. We really can't force God's plan to go faster. That's up to God. It's His timing. So we got to trust Him through it all. The sixth tip, or the sixth thing that I want to talk about, is whatever society is defining as success, it's not up to them or society. It's up to you. Society can say success is when you reach this certain point within life. But just know that, what do you define as success? You can be content living at home with your parents, enjoying life the best way you can, spending time with your family. You can be living on your own, spending time with your friends from here to there, having your dream career. You can be a married, stay-at-home wife or mom, enjoying your life with your family and your husband. I don't know what it is for you, but just know that contentment plays a role as well. You don't have to have all the money in the world. You don't have to have the high-rise apartment, or you can. You don't have to have your dream car, or you can. You don't have to be staying at home with your family, or you can. It doesn't matter. I don't know what it is for you. I don't know what your goals are. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, just know that contentment and gratitude plays a role. And understand that success for you, success for everybody is different. Everybody wants different things. Not everybody wants to be a doctor. Not everybody wants to go to college. Not everybody wants to move out of the house by a certain age. Not everybody wants to be married. There's so many different things that play a role within this. But just know that success is not defined by the world. It's not. At the end of the day, God gets the last say. And if He said, this is how your life gonna go, then you can't change that. I mean, like, we're not God, and we have to understand surrendering to God and giving God our all and our full-on trust within Him helps us. It heals us, comforts us, because He loves us. He wants the best for us. He knows what is best for us. And the last tip that I have is 20's is a full-on experience. It's an experience. It has been an experience for your girl throughout your 20's. Or throughout my 20's. It has been an experience. Ups and downs. When you graduate high school, it's like you're kind of still a little baby. Now, most of us, everybody goes on a different path throughout life. When you graduate high school, some go to college, some don't. Some stay at home, some don't. Some probably gonna get married, some don't, and they get married later on throughout their 20's. Like I said, it's an experience. It's ups and downs. You might be, experience time with friends, making friendships, fallouts, breakups, or getting married, having kids for the first time, getting your dream career. It could be full of, ups and downs when it comes to your career or your business. Maybe you feel lost and confused, you don't know what to do. Just know that it's okay. You're going to reach a point within your life and you're going to look back and be like, you know what, I'm glad I didn't rush things. I'm glad that I trusted God through it and just let Him just reveal whatever He wanted to reveal to me. So it's okay to feel lost. It's okay to feel confused. You're not alone. There are plenty of us out here who feel the same way. But I wanted to encourage those who feel lost throughout their 20's to understand that it's okay. I've been there. I've been there. And I'm telling you, Do not rush the process. Feel your feelings. It's okay to have those feelings. Your feelings are valid. Your feelings are so valid. I know social media and society can make you feel some kind of way. But if you have to, take a break. Take a step back. But just know that it's okay to feel lost. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. It was a little bit random, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl's channel for some bonfire and lit content. Okay, and I'll see y'all in the next video.